No, we're gonna.
Dozens of people.
We got dozens of people watching. If you count the ones online and the ones here in the Zoom meeting with us, can we show the Zoom folks here for a moment or not? Yeah, there we go. Yay. Okay, and I think I wanted to start with something fun, so I'm going to start with. You guys have seen this, but I've been enjoying it still. The ping pong ball. It goes in the ear by force, not quite by force. You have to lubricate it or it doesn't go in.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Pretty good?
That's impressive.
Excellent. Amazing.
I'm going to keep doing it till people applaud.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. I'll record this too. Okay, one more. This one, it goes, actually with this one, watch closely because it goes in this ear. And up the sleeve. That was by mistake. But the good one, it goes in the ear, out the mouth, and then in the eye.
Uh-oh.
It's been getting stuck sometimes in the eye. That's the painful one. But it won't get stuck this time.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah!
Yay!
There we go. Okay. Thank you. You guys are in for a treat. We've got a friend of mine I've known for probably 25, maybe as much as 30 years.
As much as 30.
As much as 30.
As much as 30. Let's see. I started juggling in 1988.
He started juggling in 1988. You would think you'd be better.
You would think. As jugglers go, I'm a really good.
He doesn't juggle professionally. Well, not really. I mean,
Depends on the gig.
he is a very, very funny stand-up. A good friend of mine. Please welcome Ngaio Bealum.
Yay! Let's hear it for Frank Olivier. He's never been funnier, and that's a shame. But these are the classics. I'm here all week, Frank. No. I used to be a street performer, but as jugglers go, I'm an excellent stand-up comedian. So it's good to see you all in your house these days. I don't know what's going on. We're all just sitting around, getting together our bug-out bags and prepping for what else might be happening. Good to see Guy Totaro. I know Guy Totaro from college. What's up, man? He's a clown in Japan. And also everywhere else he goes, I suppose. But in general, that's the thing. I should probably tell some jokes as soon as I remember them. They told me to keep it PG-13, so that's like 75% of my act gone. But that's okay. We'll work around it. Who's got kids? Anybody? I'm the only one. Me, Frank, a couple of us. My kids are awesome. They're adorable. I would like, first of all, to say that I'm kind of a sap. When my kids were little, any sort of milestone in my child's life, I cry. I cry like a baby. When my son was 3, he made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich all by himself. I lost my shit. I totally did. He's like, Dad, I'm going to make you a sandwich. And I'm like, okay, you want me to get all the stuff? He's like, no, I can do it. And he went and got everything and made me a sandwich and brought it to me. And I was just, oh my God. You're growing so fast. You made a sandwich. Oh my yourself, this is amazing because just last week you shit your pants and now you wash your hands. You did? My boy's a chef. He's a chef. Right? When my daughter was 3, she had problems with her C's and her T's. You know how kids have that problem sometime, right? Like, hey, you want a cookie? Ooh, tooties, yay! Right? But she could hear it, but she couldn't say it, right? Because I would mess with her all the time. Like, hey, I'm going to Tosto. You want to go? Dad. It's not Tosto. It's Tosto. Right? Her teachers are always on my case like, hey, you should try to fix that. And I'm like, why? It's freaking hilarious. She's 3 years old. That shit's really funny. Like, if she's 35 and a high-powered lawyer, we'll see you in tort. then maybe you hire a specialist. But at 3, tooties for everybody. Right? They grow so fast. I had another joke. No, that one's got weed in it. Wait a minute. Okay, we'll do this one.
You can do jokes with
Legal
weed.
now.
We can do jokes with weed. It is legal now. We've gone from a felony to an essential service. So, which is, listen, if you're telling people to sit home all day, a little weed's not going to hurt. It's not gonna. Matter of fact, it'll probably help a little bit. You probably feel a little better. Like, hey,
That's
roll up a
right.
number and pretend to clean my house and gain some weight. People are actually going to restaurants. Remember when you used to look for a restaurant that was crowded? Now I'm looking for one that's like hella empty. Like, just let me eat this mediocre food because I don't want to wash dishes. That's really what's going on because I don't. And I had to get a veggie box because I was gaining weight. It's not even a quarantine 15. It's a still alive 25, and I'm not mad at it. But we've had to take some steps. We've had to do some things. I've been doing a lot of crossword puzzles because I'm a big nerd. Any nerds? I'm the only one. I'm a nerd. Listen. I was doing the New York Times crossword puzzle in ink. Get on my level, and then I realized this is what happened. The clue in the crossword was like a fox, e.g. example given. However, the answer in the puzzle was metaphor. And while like a fox, technically, sure, it is a metaphor. Really, though? Really? It's a simile.
Simile. Yep.
Exactly, because it uses like or as. So I sat down to write a letter. Right, like, dear sirs, I must take exception to your crossword puzzle of June 25th. And then I realized I should just try to be more comfortable around girls. Because, really, like, I'm not 85 years old writing letters to the crossword puzzle people, but that's how nerds are, right?
You know, a metaphor is like a simile, though.
Thank you. Thank you. And you are like an ass. No, I'm kidding. You're like a heckler.
You can mute us though. Here.
No. Please listen. I used to be a street performer. Do what you need to do. Be yourself. I'm not there. Listen, unless you're trying to donate to my Venmo, you can really do what you want. This is not. Frank called me up. He's like, "Hey, come do the show with me Friday." I was like, "Is there any money?" He's like, "Well, come do the show with me Friday." And I was like, "All right." And Beat's sitting around watching Mandalorian again. It is the way. I've spoken. Well, that's the thing about nerds, right? Nerds like to catch other nerds on technicalities, right? I used to be in a rap group, and this PG-13, you get to say the F word once. So here we go. We put out an album, and when I was in this rap group, and we had a song. I had a line in one of the songs that was, "I taught a lot of lessons to MCs who test their luck. Grammatically correct. I'm not the one with which to fuck." And it's like that. And that's a relatively cold-blooded type thing for a nerd to say, right? So the album comes out. 2 weeks later, I get an email. "Dear sir, to be grammatically correct, you're not the one with whom." Right? And I wanted to be all artistic license, sir, but I had to be well played. And but that's how it is. That's what nerds love a technicality. That's why Star Trek has a Heisenberg compensator. Right? If you're not familiar, if maybe you need a refresher. Heisenberg postulates, the atomic physicist Heisenberg postulates that while we may know how many atoms are in any given object, right, like glasses or a laptop or a delicious chocolate comedian, we cannot pinpoint their exact location because they're very small and they move really fast. So by the time you figure out where it is already somewhere else. It's part, not all, don't argue with me, it is part of the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. And if you accept that, then a teleporter can't work.
Oh, no.
Right? You was just like, beam me aboard, and then more tests. So some nerd figured it out right away and fired off a hot little letter, right? Like, "Dear sirs, perhaps you were unfamiliar." I must take exception to your use of the teleprompter as a primary transportation. The teleporter as a primary transportation device. Perhaps you were unfamiliar with the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which states in part, etc., your friend Jeff. Jeff clearly forgetting that Star Trek is for nerds by nerds. It is chock full of nerds. It's like Sideways Fubu. It's Finbin. So they wrote him back right away. "Dear sir, perhaps you missed the 6th episode of the 3rd season where we introduced a Heisenberg compensator. It allows us to compensate for any uncertainties we may encounter. Good luck meeting girls." And, people make fun of nerds for being uncomfortable around people that they're attracted to. That's not true. They're just nerds, man. Nerds, and by the way, nerds are dirty. Well, listen, if there's any teenagers here, I don't know if you know. You ever read any fan fiction? Everybody humps everybody. There's tentacles, there's ropes. Also, nerds like costumes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you be Wonder Woman, I'll be Django. Django. Can't keep the D silent. It's loud D. Now look, no. No, you guys don't.
Sorry.
All right. I'm just checking. Trying to see the level of the crowd. There's 12 people. You all look like adults to me. I don't know if there's any kids here. Your kids should be in bed anyway. It's like 7:00.
We warned them. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think if I have any new jokes, and I don't think I do. So we're gonna fire off some old ones.
No, these are all new ones to us.
They're new to me too. I haven't done it. I haven't told a joke in like a month. I don't even know what's going on. Is this where I do the juggling? No, later.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, let me know. I'm ready.
I'll talk.
I practiced for a good 3 or 4 minutes earlier today.
Oh, well, then you're set.
Listen. I'm the winner of the People's Choice Award from the 1994 International Juggling Association Convention. I beat out a one-armed kid. So, I'm very proud of myself. I'm not kidding. I didn't literally beat him, but I won the most votes. That wouldn't be fair. He's still a professional juggler, and I'm here telling jokes for no money on a Friday night. Now look, Venmo, Ngaio 420, Cash App, Ngaio 420. People are always like, why Ngaio 420? Because there's 419 other Ngaios. Why did you think? That's what I told the cops. Oh man, I miss being on the road and driving through small towns and being pulled over for really no reason at all. I just miss it. I miss it so much. Not so much. They don't pull me over so much now that I'm a middle-aged dude. I look like I teach at the college. You know what I mean? Like, this is highly irregular, officer. You'll be here for more. But when I was a young dreadlock driving through Wyoming and Montana and shit, cops couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. They didn't even have a reason. I could see them making shit up on the way to my car. I just be driving through some small town, just like, woo! You know. We wanted to make sure your headlights work. Man, it's 12 noon. Well, you can't be too safe. Yeah, well, I just ate all my weed. How safe is that? All right, I'm on a 2-week tour. I got a rationing program in effect. He just messed it all up. Do you know how hard it is to find weed in Rock Springs, Wyoming? Not very, because I'm social, but it's not my kind of weed. I'm from Northern California. We smoke a certain kind of hydroponic, bubonic, cridleonic, curzonic, right? You know what I mean? You guys, some of you don't know what I mean, but listen, I'll tell you. What? All right, a couple more jokes, and then I'll bring back Frank. Did I have Are there any requests? I don't remember my act. Anybody?
Ngaio told me one of my favorite jokes ever. I would request that now if you're up for it.
Which one was it? You know, the one that goes that way.
Filthiest limerick ever.
Really, Frank? That's the one you want?
Yes.
First you're all PG-13, and now you do the filthiest limerick ever joke? Okay.
This is still PG-13.
This joke was told to me by Jeffrey Damont.
Was it?
Yes, it was. And if you know Jeffrey Damont, it's even more funny that way because Jeff is very quiet and unassuming. This is back in the day. Guy sees an ad in the paper, says, we're having the world's filthiest limerick contest. Send in your limerick. So the guy sends in the filthiest limerick he can think of. And a couple weeks later, he gets a notice that says he came in second place. And he can't believe it because, come on, it was filthy. Right? So he calls him up. He's like, who could have possibly been filthier than me? And they're like, it's this old lady in Pasadena. He's like, well, you got to give me her number because I got to talk to her. So he calls her up. He says, hey, listen, I'm not trying to bother you, but you beat me in the filthiest limerick competition, and I really have to know what this limerick was. And she says, well, I'm an old lady, and, I'll write it down and send it off because I need the money, but you're a stranger. I don't know you. I can't just really tell you these sort of things. And he says, all right, well, let's have a compromise. Just anything you feel uncomfortable with, just say, like, da-da. And she says, all right, I'll give it a whirl. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. And they fucked in a bucket of shit.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you. I'm Ngaio Bealum. I'm here all week. Good night.
Ngaio. Thank you. That's our show for tonight. Goodbye. That's so Just that one, just that one joke is enough. No. We were going to then trade jokes back and forth, but I don't know if that's my favorite joke. Then what is it? Where is there to go from there?
There's always other jokes, Frank. You do 75-year-old man is walking through the woods. He sees a frog. The frog says, if you give me a kiss, I'll turn into a 19-year-old princess. You can live in my castle, take care of every desire. So the man takes the frog, he puts it in his pocket, he keeps walking through the woods. After a while, the frog says, hey, aren't you going to give me a kiss? The man says, to tell you the truth, at this age, I would rather have a talking frog.
Okay. Old. Come out of the club at night, and there's this old man sitting on the curb. He's crying and crying. He said, what's the matter, old man? He says, I'm 85 years old. I just married a 23-year-old model. She cooks, she cleans, she's gorgeous, and we make love all of the time. I go, oh, why are you crying? He says, I can't remember where I live.
Okay. Guy walks into the confession booth. He's about 60 years old. He says, I just got a new hot secretary, and she wants to do it every day at lunchtime. Also, my wife is a hot. We do it every night. And I also have a chick on the side. I see her 3 times a week. And the priest says, wow, well, for your penance. He says, like, I don't want penance. I'm not even Catholic. The priest says, well, why are you telling me? He says, I'm telling everybody.
Okay. Old lady, an old man in a nursing home walks up to an old lady and says, guess how old I am? And she says, okay. She unzips his fly, puts his hand in, and does a very careful calculation for several minutes. Takes her hand back out, zipped up his fly, says, you're 86. He goes, that's amazing. How'd you know? She says, you told me yesterday.
Welcome to geriatric joke night.
Yeah.
Okay. Old couple walks into a lawyer's office. They say, we want a divorce. The lawyer says, well, how long have you been married? So we've been married 65 years. The lawyer says, well, why do you want a divorce? He says, well, we wanted to wait till the children were dead.
Okay, old guy goes.
How old, Frank?
How old was he? Older than this joke.
Old. No, it couldn't be older than this joke. Old guy goes into the doctor, says, doctor, let's see, says, give it to me straight. I know I'm sick. I just want to know, how much longer do I have to live? Please don't sugarcoat it. I know my wife hasn't wanted to tell me. How much longer do I have to live? The doctor said 10. He said, what, 10 months? 10 weeks? 10 days? The doctor says, 9.
Okay. Old guy. Old guy.
How old?
Or you, Frank.
Really old.
Ooh.
Goes to the doctor. And he says, Doc, I'm having an attack of the silent but deadlies. You know what I mean? The silent but deadly farts, right? Like I had 2 in the office so far. I had 3 in the waiting room. I had a couple on the way here. And the doctor says, well, the first thing we're going to do is check your hearing.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if I got more old jokes. Okay.
You can do young jokes.
Oh. Three guys at the gates of heaven. St. Peter
All right.
writes the first one. How much money did you make on earth? He says, made over $100,000. He says, a lawyer, welcome to heaven. Right on. Come on in through the pearly gates. Second guy, how much did you earn on earth? He says, I made over $1.5 million last year. He says, oh, in the financial, come right on in. Third guy, how much did you make on Earth? He says, I made almost $4,000 last year. He says, cool. What size sticks do you play with?
That's a drummer joke.
A drummer joke.
What do you call a drummer who just broke up with his girlfriend?
Oh, man.
Homeless, yeah.
Difference between a guitarist and a pizza. A pizza can feed a family of 4.
How can you tell if there's how do you get a trombone player off of your porch?
You tip him for the pizza.
That's right.
There's a frog going east on the freeway, a trombone player going west on the freeway. What's the difference? The frog's on his way to a gig.
Okay, here's a gig joke I like. A guy that plays bagpipes teams up with a guy that plays accordion.
All right.
And the two of them come up with this whole repertoire of all these songs they do, but they never get a gig. New Year's Eve, a club owner calls up quite desperate, says, I hear you guys play together. He goes, yes, we do. He says, the band just canceled. I need someone here right away for tonight. It's New Year's Eve. They say, we'll do it. We'll be there. They show up and they play their whole repertoire and people are dancing and laughing, bagpipes and accordion, and they're having the best time at the end of the night. At the end of the night, the owner comes up, says, that was fantastic, pays them double what he said, and says, and I want to hire you again right now for next New Year's Eve. And they say, great. Can we leave our gear?
All right. This guy's in a bar. He hears this man playing piano. The man is the piano is beautiful. No one's really paying attention, but the guy's paying attention. And he's playing beautiful songs, heartfelt songs, just full of love and passion and energy. And so the piano player takes a break and the guy walks up to him and he says, hey man, what was the name of that last song you played? He says, that song is called I Want to Rub My Balls on Your Tits. He says, well, what about the song before that? That's called Let's Just Do It in the Car. So it's like, okay, well, listen. Names of the songs aside, I own a hotel. I think you would be great in our hotel lobby. Maybe just don't tell anybody the names of the songs. He says, all right, I see what I do. You know, I could use the gig. So he's playing the hotel lobby. Everything's going great. He gets up. He has to use the bathroom. He takes a break. He goes to the bathroom. He's walking back to this piano, and this woman walks up to him, and she says, hey, pardon me, sir, but do you know that your pants are unzipped and your dick's hanging out? He goes, know it? I fucking wrote it.
Oh, it's going downhill quickly. Okay, let's bring it back. Two notches back.
Okay.
Let's there's two atoms walking down the street.
Classic.
Two atoms walking down the street. One says to the other, I think I lost an electron. He says, are you sure? He says, yes, I'm positive. Okay, wait. A neutron. A neutron walks into a bar, says, give me a beer. The bartender says, certainly, there you are. Neutron says, how much is that? The bartender says, for you, no charge.
My friend Brian Mallow wrote this. The Boson-Higgs particle walks into a church, and the priest says, hey, we don't allow any Boson-Higgs particles in here. And the particle says, but you can't have mass without me.
That's a good joke. I like that one.
Brian Mallow, science comedian on Twitter.
Okay. I had another one and it completely went by.
It happens.
That's right. Okay, guy walks into the psychiatrist and says, doctor, I think I'm a dog. You got to help me. Doctor says, probably all psychological, no bearing in reality whatsoever, but until we're sure, get off the couch.
I see how you did that. It's a twist. Naked guy covered in saran wrap walks into the doctor's office, and the doctor goes, well, I can clearly see your nuts. Hold for laughs.
Okay, we got to wrap this up pretty soon and get on with the show because we do have a few minutes of show left.
Do we now?
This is a good part of the show. Okay, yes. What's the what? I know what we were going to do next. We'd actually, Ngaio also plays horn, and I have a juggling piece I came up with a short while back, and I hope you like it.
Okay, wait. Let me. Oh, here it is. Okay, you ready? Hold on. I gotta pull it up.
We're gonna get ready.
We're ready.
It's a juggling thing, but it's kind of an unusual juggling piece that I came up with a little while back, and Ngaio plays horn beautifully, and so.
Are you ready, Frank?
I'm almost ready. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Not quite yet.
Do what you need to do.
Almost ready.
Great.
Oh, wait.
He's got juggling props over here. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. I lost. Oh wait, there it is. All right, here we go.
Ready for the music.
1, 2, 2, 2.
Wow. You catch it? What? Wow. Hoopy wow. Boop 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 boop. Zoom zoom running amok. Ah. Ooh 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 ooh. I forgot it.
Awesome.
That was beautiful.
Applause for
Well done.
Ngaio Bealum.
Bealum.
I'm sorry, not Bealum. Bealum.
Send tips.
Frank Oliver here. Here we go.
Frank Oliver, Ngaio Bealum, also known as Frank Olivier and Ngaio Bealum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right, that was fun. And we were gonna. Oh, that was me juggling. Next, you're in for a real treat because not
shit.
only it's hard to believe, but you might not realize this, but Ngaio does not play horn full time. Yeah.
That's why the frog gets more gigs than me, Frank.
No, it's we got. And Ngaio is also a juggler, and I think he said he would pull out a little bit of juggling for us here.
A little bit. It's not going to take very long. We're taking it back. Like I said, I started juggling in San Francisco at Pier 39 in 1900 and while I have progressed and expanded my repertoire as a stand-up comedian and an actor and a performer, my juggling act is pretty much still stuck in the 80s. So here we go. I had to look around my house for shit to juggle. So I got.
How about the dirty limerick joke again?
Two tiny. Do you got a bucket? We can act it out. How about the two? I got two oranges and an apple. And you know what's going to happen. So here we go. All right. So you do the thing. Oh. Yeah. All right. All right. How's it go? Oh. Wait, nobody remembers that? Okay. Here we go. Wait, I got to take the earphones off. We're going to eat the apple while juggling. Here we go. Shit. Hold on. Okay, wait. Got it. Wait. Wait, I can do it. Hold on, wait. It worked well in practice. Hold on. Here we go.
Later.
Hey, wait. Hey!
The crowd goes wild. Give him a nice round of applause.
There's usually a big finish when you spit the apple all over everything, but my laptop is right there.
used to be committed. That sort of thing didn't used to stop you in the past. All right. Well, what?
It went better in rehearsal.
That was because we didn't rehearse that part. A little bit of magic for you now. Yay! It goes like this. Oh, whoa! There she is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll roll her up and get her ready for the next show.
That's terrible.
Yay!
Yay.
I felt like I wanted to do a little bit more magic for you folks. Trick with a deck of playing cards, a normal deck of playing cards, and bring up the gallery for a moment here, just so I can see everyone. There we go. We got a bunch of friends here. Guy, did we work out anything in advance here? No? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Name a card, any card you like in the entire deck of cards, out loud, nice and loud.
7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. I'm going to try this trick for you with your card, the 7 of hearts. This happens amazingly quickly. Did you see that? One card fluttered down to the ground. Is it on this camera? That's another camera. There it is. Oh, that would have been awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's try one more. Name a different one. This time I'll try not to drop it.
11 of, 10 of clubs.
10 of clubs. You don't want the 11? Let's do the 11 of clubs. That seems like more of a challenge. we should try the 11 of clubs. I'm not positive I can do this because it doesn't exist. But 11 of clubs. Do the math.
Wow.
Come on, that was pretty good.
That was very good.
Really good.
One more. Let's bring up the gallery again for a moment. And can you show everyone the gallery? Let's see. That's all right. Nikki, I want you to name a different card, not the 11 of Not yet. You're going to name it, then I'm going to actually send a chaser card into the middle of the deck and try and get that card to fly out of the deck. Go ahead.
The Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades?
Yeah.
She said Queen of Spades. We take a chaser, a different card than the Queen of Spades. We take the 2 of Diamonds. That's going to go into the middle of the deck like this, and like that. And if it works right, it will then work as a kicker card and kick out the card you asked for. Right out of the middle of the deck. Almost. Try one more time here. Come on now. Again, a card on the floor. I'm glad I got this gooseneck for the camera. Yeah! Okay, what did we? Oh, I gave that one away, didn't we? There we go. It's back. I'm using my phone as a camera. Okay, shut up. Other camera wasn't staying focused so well. Here's what we'll do next. One more trick, and then we will bring it back over to Ngaio for maybe one or two more jokes, and then we wrap it up with one last piece. Let's. I don't even know what to do for this next one. This is a good one. I take one card, prediction card in my pocket. Bring up the screen again. Let me see who we got here. Charles, can you unmute yourself? Oh,
Okay, I'm unmuted.
Unmuted. Perfect, Charles. Now I want you to tell me the card you were thinking of earlier.
8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds. I put one card in my pocket a moment ago. Did you see that?
No.
You didn't? You weren't paying attention, are you? That's why you're muted. Put one card in my pocket a moment ago.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Way. Magic.
Well done.
Yeah. Let's throw it back over to. We were going to do a couple more jokes back and forth between us now. And Ngaio, what do you got for us?
Frank, how
Yeah.
are you, sir?
Doing well.
All right, how about this one? 2 blue whales walk into a bar. And the first whale goes... And the second whale goes, man, Frank, you're hella fucked up.
Okay. End of the night at not the same bar. Everyone's leaving at 2 a.m. And one guy stumbling over to his car, falls down twice on the way to the car, gets to the car, fumbles, has trouble getting his keys in, finally gets his keys in, the car goes in, climbs in, the car's in reverse, now it's forward, he swerves this way and that, pulls out, cop pulls him over. Can I give you a breathalyzer, sir? Says, gives him the breathalyzer, goes, what's the deal? You're completely sober, you haven't had a thing to drink. He says, yeah, I'm the decoy.
Guy walks in a bar, orders a beer. He's sitting there drinking his beer. And all of a sudden, a little guy, about a foot tall, runs across the bar, kicks over the beer, and runs off. So he turns to the bartender and says, what the hell was that? The bartender says, well, when I was a younger man, I traveled all around the world. I saw many different exotic and mystical things. And once upon my travels, I came upon a magic lamp, and I rubbed the lamp, and a genie appeared and offered me 3 wishes. So I asked for a neighborhood bar that I could run for the rest of my days. I asked for a steady supply of money so I would never have to worry. And I asked for a 12-inch prick. You can also do 12-inch penis if there's kids.
A pork chop walks into a bar.
All right.
Give me a beer. Bartender says, I would, but you're food. And we don't serve food here.
I never heard that one.
Never heard? I win. Both of us have heard every joke until this one.
I'm going to remember that. That's a good one. A duck wearing a hard hat walks into a bar and says, I'll have a beer. And the bartender's just staring at him. He says, hey, man, listen. I just got off work. I've been working on this new building they're building across the street. I'm tired. I just want a beer before I go home. Can I get a beer? So the bartender gives him the beer, and he stares at the duck for a little while longer. He says, you should be in the circus. And the duck goes, why the hell does the circus need a carpenter?
Magician
You're scared. I got to walk back here alone. Okay, go ahead.
Magician on stage performing the most amazing magic show anyone had seen. And at the very end of the show, he gets the strongest man out of the crowd, calls him up on stage, hands him a sledgehammer, says, side of the head as hard as you can. Can't do that. I'd kill you. The guy goes, amazing magic show so far. The guy says, amazing magic show, but I can't do that. I'd kill you. He goes, my big finale. Got to do it. Guy pulls back with the sledgehammer. Wham! Boom! Blood everywhere. Ambulance comes. The guy's in a coma for 6 months. And the nurse sees his fingers start to move. She calls the doctors. The doctors gather around. He starts trembling a little bit. He opens his eyes and says, ta-da!
You win, Frank.
I didn't know it was a competition. So then I got to close the show. Is that the
It's
way
an
it goes?
exhibition. You can close the show. It's your show.
It's my show. You did the musical piece, and I thought, if he can do that and sound like that, then I could certainly do what I was going to do.
Dare to fail, Frank. Dare to fail.
It's a musical piece, but it's done. Get this out of the way. On the tall unicycle, and I'm hoping it works. I didn't get it set up as far as I wanted to, but we will soon.
Really? I didn't put the garlic in this.
This is a tall unicycle and a fairly low ceiling, but we are going to make this work as best as we can. Sure. Not quite yet.
Okay.
This is called the tall unicycle mount. Whoa!
Oh.
Together, the tall unicycle mount.
Whoa!
Maybe if I explain what it is, they all go whoa a little louder. 1 foot on the tire, the next foot up onto the pedal here. From there, I jump up and I come down straddle on the seat. The tall unicycle mount. The performers who tried it and failed. The tall unicycle mount.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Please be careful.
That is the first time that's ever happened again.
Who's the cameraman?
I am up. This is going to work.
Whoa.
Excuse me. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Electric guitar. Oh, unicycle. Well, that's not quite the right sound. Down to the floor. Yeah, the camera on the floor for a moment. There's a pedal there. There we go. Yeah! Ready to rock and roll. This is the good part coming up.
Oh, man.
Got it. Great, shoot. And this next part, there's not even enough height, so I need to get down.
Ooh. Oh my. You win.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Great
thanks.
finish.
Funny Friday crowd, and thank you, America. It's a great country where we live in, where somebody can make a living doing things like this. And you guys are a complete delight. Thank you for being here. For the Zoom crowd, feel free to hang out and visit with us a little bit longer. But right now, I actually wanted to, before we leave, I wanted to invite people to go into the comments section if you're watching on Facebook Live or on YouTube, or even if you're watching here on Zoom. Go into the comments and you'll find this information in there ready to go. You pay me for doing these shows, and if we make enough, I'll even give Ngaio some.
Oh,
Hey.
I love it when you give me some, Frank.
Ngaio's Venmo is not up here, but what is your Venmo? What is? Oh, it's in the chat. He's put his in the chat. What is your Venmo?
Ngaio 420.
Oh, Ngaio 420.
It's the brand, baby.
Yeah.
It's the brand. It's the Twitter. It's the Instagram. It's the Snapchat.
Oh,
It's the Facebook. Not
I'm surprised more people hadn't taken that one.
Yeah.
Ngaio, you are the best. Thank you
so much,
so
man.
much for coming and sharing
Always
your
a pleasure.
jokes and the whole thing. This has been one of my favorite shows because every time I get around you, I laugh myself silly. And
Oh,
you're the
it's a
best.
pleasure. Thank you so much, brother.
And
Let's do it again. This
we're
time
gonna-
with film in the camera.
Next time with. Oh, we forgot to start recording. wait, let's just do it one more. Let's do it one more time. Can you people stay?
Again, I have a kugel in the oven.
Signing out from the live stream. Please give if you can. If you want to support this, you can also sign up and you can be on the invite list. You could join the crowd here in the Zoom room. You get the invites for each one of these. We do them usually twice a month. We took a little bit of time off because of the show we did before, the Nutcracker and Wonderland show with Conan O'Brien and Malcolm McDowell and all. They were on my show. How's that? I'm still happy about that one. That's it. One more big round of applause for Ngaio.
Ooh.
And if you're in the Zoom room, feel free to stick around.